Welcome to Planning Phase Syndicate. Thank you all so much for joining us for a elimination round Kyber Cup game. I believe this is the last one, folks, until they have the second round of elimination for Kyber Cup. Tonight on mic with me is my good friend JJ and co-host. How are you tonight, sir?
Doing all right. Just had a wild game over on NCX. Just my fire spray just completely blew up on the last round there, giving my opponent the win. And man, it was a heck of a ride there.
Awesome. Yeah, I forgot. I'm glad I didn't sign up. I was actually planning on signing up a couple days ago for Nickel City, and then I ended up getting stuck working late tonight. So that was not super fun.
No worries.
Will you pull the rulers off for them? They don't need those rulers on there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thank you all for joining us. It'll be a fun match tonight. A fun match. We do Kyber Cup games, I think, quite often, and we are going to be streaming some of the XTC. We've registered for that. So if you have not heard of us before, we are Planning Phase Syndicate. There is a link in the chat that has all of our links for everyone. And essentially what we'll be doing is we run a weekly podcast, 9 p.m. Eastern, every Sunday night. And then we do pick up games for different tournaments. Sometimes JJ and I play each other. Kind of just depends on how X-winged out we are. I think I joined Greg's league. Correct? I think I joined Greg's league last week, so I should be playing in whatever. I don't know what the hell he's calling it. And if you listen to Fly Better, they will be doing something called like Galactic Encounters or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Something.
And essentially, it's going to be kind of a similar style scenarios, and we're going to be hosting some of those on our channel coming up here in the near future. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and run the list down? Tonight we have Josh running Rebel versus Mark running First Order. JJ, you want to take the first list?
Yeah, sure. So Josh Orlinsky here running a really interesting Rebel list here. He has Benthic 2 tubes with fire control system, Perceptive Co-Pilot K2SO, and Pivot Wing. Dutch Vander with dorsal turret, concussion missiles, R3 Astromech, which is the double target lock Astromech, and a bomblet generator. Wedge Antilles with Predator, Crackshot, Proton Torpedoes, Munitions Failsafe, and Servo Motor Foils. And then to round off the list, Shara Bay in the ARC 170 with Trick Shot, Tristan Wren, and R3 Astromech, and spare parts canisters to finish off that particular list. On the other side here, for Mark, we has a First Order list here with Kylo Ren in the TIE Whisper. He's coming with Malice, Instinctive Aim, Predator, Concussion Missiles, and Pattern Analyzer, as well as Enhanced Jamming Suite. Commander Malaris in the TIE FO with Fanatical and Cluster Missiles. A really good combo there. Gideon Hask in the Z-Class Shuttle with Fanatical, Proud Tradition, Agent Tarek's crew, and Hondo Onaka. Ember with Proud Tradition, Pattern Analyzer, and then Static to round off the list with Proud Tradition and Ion Cannon there.
Yep. And it's nice to see Kylo in a in that silencer, or not the silencer, the
Whisper.
Whisper there. It's nice to see that because you kind of that kind of seems to be the new go-to Kylo. Even though they lowered silencer Kylo's points, they also lowered points for Whisper Kylo, and so now people seem to be running him. I mean, I still think that 6 points is a really good buy, personally, especially with the jamming that can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the team championship that we ran on Nabi's thing, I ran that Whisper Kylo. It is really good. It does a lot of good work with the boost jam or the focus jam, and just having those 3/4 to still use for mods is really, really strong. It's nice.
Yeah, I have immensely enjoyed it. Tonight, it will be Salvage Mission. Looks like we have the rock set up, so I'm assuming we will be getting to the placement for the ships here pretty soon. So, oh, they still have one rock left. Can they not place the rock? That's hilarious that they can't place it. Oh no, there's places they can
should
place
be.
it.
Yeah, yeah. Probably
I've
towards
only
the top
seen that
floor.
happen like once.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. He's got it.
Okay. I say if they're that good that they can place them, then no others can be placed. This will be a very good match.
Yeah. So a pretty interesting setup for those objectives here. I think that that Mark has a little bit of advantage since he has a little more maneuverable ships in Kylo Ren and Malorus that can, and Ember as well, that can easily go fast and grab those objectives and still have those mods. So we'll see how this plays out. The larger bases don't really have any reposition other than the arc, which could do a barrel roll. But at the same time, you don't really barrel roll much with those arc 170s. So we'll see how he does here. They may just choose just pure violence. So
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. That's what we've actually been seeing a lot more lately of. So it's kind of funny because people complain that it was too objective focused, and what did we say? Just wait. Let's see. Let's hear them out for a couple of months, and now all of a sudden we're getting a lot less objectives. Like JJ, your Kyber Cup game that we streamed earlier this week, you
yeah, completely
essentially did
it.
nothing nothing for those. So
yeah,
you're like, I just want to murder things, which is what we're used to from 2.0.
yeah,
And
exactly.
I think JJ, you could tell me if I'm wrong, but I think we're seeing more lists that are either an Alpha Strike list or an all-out like aggression type list, and we're seeing them have success.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Especially on the Rebel side, right? You're starting to see a lot more Alpha Strike lists, especially with like Luke and Wedge equipped with proton torpedoes, with Trick Shot and Shatter Shot, which is just really goes after the offensive potential, right? To try to eliminate ships and get points that way. If they do happen to get objectives, is more secondary. You don't see it be as objective heavy. It's particularly with salvage run versus like assault of a satellite array or scrambled transmission. It's definitely a lot more offensive focused. So yeah.
Yeah, which is exciting. I'm excited to see that. I think that's a benefit. I will say I will hope that we don't have too much aggression because I don't want that to revert back. Well, I kind of enjoy this.
Yeah, it's always tough to find that balance, right? Like, you want to have objectives matter, but you also want to have you also want to have that dogfight feeling, right? Like that's what X-Wing is known for, right? For that dogfight feeling. And just trying to strike that balance in the new 2.5 system is a bit of a dance, but I think we're getting closer to it with the new upgrades, or rather the new points updates and the new rules set as well.
Yeah, and like I said, I like the changes to most of the scenarios. Even this salvage mission, I like the changes in not being able to boost because it makes you decide: do you really want to attack anybody? Or do you want the crate and just have to run, right? And
yeah,
I think before people could just take a crate, run, they could do whatever they wanted. Now, like I bet you we will not see Ember take a crate. I cannot imagine Ember's going to take a crate. Though at first when he was setting his Kylo up on the left, I was kind of wondering if he was going to swoop in, take a crate with Kylo and just run with them.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that we're not seeing the straight up joust as much like we used to in pre rules change. Now you're starting to see a lot of the formations set up in a much tighter formation. We don't see the to use the term that Greg coined, the Yorktown lineup, where they're just going straight in down the center. Here you're seeing a lot more of those old setups that we used to see back in 2.0 with like offsetting ships to the side to have them set up for position for turn 2, since they can't score objectives on the first round. So it's really nice to see that.
Yeah. Yep. And this is this FO list is kind of the typical FO list. We've seen very similar ones to this before, so nothing too crazy going out there for it.
Yeah, just no more hull upgrade, basically.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun though. Malorus got that 1 point boost, right? For whatever reason, they're like, here's 1 extra point for you.
Yeah. It turns out that having more loadout points is good. Now, I am interested to see how Mark is planning to fly that Kylo Ren, because he does look like he's set up to just kind of go around the edge of the board to try and either harass Wedge around the corner, or he can cut in to try to make a Wedge to go through the middle of the board. Now, this Wedge setup is something that's a little bit different than we're used to seeing. Typically, we've been seeing a lot more aggressive Wedge with trick shot, and like elusive, just to have that defensive bond. But having crack shot on a wedge, that's going to be 2 agility dice that you're going to take off from an enemy. So that's a killer right there. That's a Kylo killer.
Yeah. Now think about it this way too, right? We're used to seeing tons of proton torpedoes, and what do we have here? Did they roll? Oh, they must have rolled off screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like Josh has first player here, and he's moving up that U-wing.
But it's funny to see, because now they're not lined up next to each other. I do wonder if these guys will be picking up some of those objectives after the first round. Only because they're not near each other. At this point, you might as well, because you can always jettison your crate.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like he's setting up some preemptive target locks over there to help deal with the jam from Kylo, just in case.
Yeah. And we got Gideon coming back up in here, moving very slowly. I would expect Gideon to be one of the ones that takes one of those crates there, personally.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that he's a perfect candidate for that, because with Agent Terex, he could just give out a calculate whenever he needs to, and he's not going to be repositioning anywhere. So yeah, he's definitely a good candidate to grab one of those crates.
Yep, and I like the Hondo inclusion. Now we don't have Pryor on there anymore, so you might as well just give them Hondo and just let them start jamming, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Mark is doing here. He's setting up the Hondo coordinate here, because he just has everybody lock onto one of those obstacles, and then he can coordinate somebody and jam another and just make them break a lock that's on one of those rocks. So very, very well played there by Mark, just making sure he's setting up Hondo for later.
Now, I have a question. Since we are seeing the rounds be later, right? So we're seeing about 1 to 2 more rounds, and then on top of that, we're not seeing them be able to pick up objectives to round 2. I don't see why banning Pryor was a necessity.
I think it just probably just to get either have more cards coming out that's going to be more focused on getting the ship stress, which could increase the power level of Pyre, or they felt that in testing Pyre just was too strong for the First Order, and they wanted to give other upgrade cards a chance to shine on those ships. I mean, it could be a number of different reasons, but I do agree now that you can't really score objective points on the first round. Pyre's usefulness does go down quite a bit, to the point that I don't think that he would be overly abusive in this particular setup or set of rules. But hey, it's nice to see Terex, honestly.
It is, and I think weren't we seeing Terex before?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did see Terex early on in the beginning, but Pyre's popularity just skyrocketed early on.
because I used to run both of them. You could have both of them on there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just see, like, I feel personally that Pryor would have in fairness, eased himself out of the meta, especially with the way people are playing. Like, you can't attack round 1 unless you go super fast. So the only thing it does is limit you from doing a 5 straight boost unless, at all. That's it. You like, when I played it against Rebel List, it was worthless because they just one forward. Oh, it's done.
Yeah. That particular ability would actually be really, really good against E-Wings whenever they come back into 2.5, into standard play, because just denying the E-Wings the turn 1 target lock is particularly good. Yeah,
that is true. I don't think we'll see E-Wings, though. I don't think we're going to see E-Wings next.
Yeah, it'll probably be a while before we see them.
All right, we're getting another roll.
All right, start of turn number 2, and looks like it goes back to Josh.
Yeah, back to Josh.
We're getting a K2SO trigger here for the system phase. Let's see who he'll give that. Let's see.
Wedge. I'm assuming it would be Wedge, right?
I don't know. He's debating there. But ultimately, we'll give it to Wedge.
Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense, I think, to give to Wedge. And again, then Wedge can just do his 2 bank in. It looks like Wedge is just going to go in and confront anything that comes through that center. I could be wrong. He could 2 bank to the right, and get behind his other ships, but it kind of seems that would be inadvantageous to do that. So
yeah, while it is good to have Wedge there as a presence in the center to start picking off whoever decides to come in down the center, you don't want to lead them too fast. You actually want the rest of your list to start coming in and start hoarding in that other list. You don't want to leave Wedge by himself because he gets burned down really easy that way.
Yep, there we go. We got the first objective taken.
And interesting that he puts it on Dutch, actually. I would have thought Benthic would have taken that instead of Dutch.
Yeah, I would have thought so too. It would have made well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how he's going to run Dutch, right?
Yeah. All right, so we get Shara moving up here. Very nice. Goes right in front of Dutch there. And doesn't look like she has the range to grab a lock here. So we'll see what he'll do.
Also, what is Shara's what is her ability?
So Shara Bay's ability allows her to spend a target lock on while she's attacking or defending that she has on the attacker or defender to add a focus result to the roll. So it actually makes her a lot more defensive or offensive, and just gives her that extra mod.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she pairs very well here with Benthic 2 tubes. You can pass off the focus, so that way Shara just concentrates on just grabbing locks whenever she can, and just getting those extra mods there.
And then what does Tristan Run do?
Tristan provides a reroll for missile attacks for her friendlies, so that gives Wedge a free reroll without having to spend the lock while he's shooting proton torpedoes, and same thing with Dutch with his concussion missile. Although Dutch will probably just spend the lock anyway, just because he's going to constantly take target locks.
Oof. Everybody's just out of sequence for Ember to get a lock.
Yeah, just reach for the lock and
under the rock.
Yeah. So it looks like he's going to take the barrel roll for the regular action there, just to make sure he has some space to turn in.
Now I will say I don't think Gideon is in the greatest spot there.
Yeah, I actually would have done like a 2 forward there just to make sure you can clear the rock the next turn, because now the only thing you can do is just the bank the next turn, because the hard 2 is not going to clear that rock. Ooh, that's a dangerous spot. He might want to barrel out of the way.
Well, I think the big difference is nobody has a target lock on him yet.
Right, but still, I mean, green dice betray you constantly.
Just
I mean,
you,
it
JJ.
is.
Just you.
Yes, you're right. Just me. You're absolutely right.
I run. That's why I run Separatist, because when the green dice betray you, it's inconsequential because you're not rolling very many.
Oh my gosh! Look at
No
that
way.
beauty, beauty.
Yo,
Hard
holy crap.
to from that Malorus there, just fitting like a glove. Beauty.
Look how close that is.
I know
That is
that's
there. Oh my gosh.
and not taking a shot there.
Yeah, I wonder if he's checking it just so he can see
Yeah,
for his other FL.
for the next move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have free information whenever you have the chance to check ranges and stuff.
Yep.
Now, question is, do you get a little aggressive here with Kylo, like push him forward?
I would, yes. Well, I don't know. Yeah, you get the force though.
Because the fastest Wedge is doing is what, a 2 bank here, right?
Yep. And he could open his foils, right? Do the 2 bank boost and maybe catch. If I don't know. If it were me, I might have though.
Okay, yeah, Wedge definitely way too far away for
Yeah.
for anything there.
Yep. And if you did take the range 3 through a rock shot without it being protons, I think that's inconsequential, right? With Kylo, I would have rather had that 2 there or that boost there, because that would have put you right in the ability to get in Wedge's way. And you could have gone in for a block with Wedge.
Yeah, exactly. Or at least get the jam
Or get the jam. Yep.
Yeah. Get a token.
Or you could have shot farther, done a 5 straight down past that rock at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it doesn't look like we're going to have shots this round, but we will get points scored this round.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to each score 1 objective point apiece to end the end of the second round here.
Yeah, even if he had boost, look, Wedge would have had to boost to get that shot on him, and it would have been obstructed, and
yeah.
Yep, he would have had to do that. So Wedge will just take a lock like everybody else.
All right. It looks like they're just he's checking for Terex, and I don't know. I don't think I would have done that this early, but that's okay.
Yes. Okay, so yes, you do. There's a reason why, right? The goal is
side of Terex?
Yes, because you can you can jam.
Okay.
And you get that 50% chance to do that jam, and I'm telling you right now, that has been a game changer for me. Like, I like that side of the card better than the free calc. Like, the free calc is nice because it's better than K2SO, right? Because you're not stressing anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
But being able to flip that, again, really, you're to some extent you're right, because you don't need mods as Gideon. What is Gideon going to do with mods?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But being able to go in there and have a double jam on Wedge, I mean, that's pretty good, man. Because he could K2SO here, I think, still, and give that token again to him, right? And he's going to give it to Wedge. Wedge gets a stress. Wedge does the 2 straight, goes to take a target lock, and now he's double modded to some extent. With the jam from Kylo and Gideon at some point, it gives you the ability to have it just gives you the ability to not have Kylo have to do that jam. It just opens
Yeah,
Kylo's space up.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think that is a better deal there. Now, coming up for this next round here, I think just with positioning right now, Josh might have a little bit of difficulty just making sure that he has his bottom three ships all get in shots. The U-wing right now for Benthic, I think he'll clear Shara since the way that the angle is. He should be able to just do probably like a three straight to clear it and still have that focus. But at the same time, you don't want to go too far in front to where you're going to end up blocking your Y wing and not giving it any actions, because you are going to want Dutch giving out that free target lock over to Shara for a shot here. Do you think that the offensive potential for Josh can probably take out one of those TIE fighters here?
If we see the TIE fighter churn, TIE fighter, okay, static, yes, Malorus, no.
Okay.
And I only say that because Malorus has a charge, it's going to flip. I mean, I guess if Malorus rolls all blanks, like he would have to roll all blanks for it to fail. I'm wondering if Mark is going to shoot those down the board side, though, right? Versus churning in. Because his Malorus, in fairness, has to be at range 1 to 2 to get those clusters off. And I don't know if you're Malorus if you want to joust all three of those ships.
Yeah, that's true.
I think and again, Ember I could see going right around the, 5 straight right around that rock. That I can see. But those other two, they're either going to do one hards in, or they're gonna shoot farther away. And if it were like some of me wonders, do you just do that to get them out of the fight? I don't know. Neither of them have the objectives though, so
he could choose for violence because Ember's ability triggers with having a damaged ship at range of whoever he's attacking. So I think getting aggressive and doing the hard threes on the TIE fighters, and then getting Ember doing like a hard one might be beneficial to just keep time on one single target and just hope for the variance.
Oof. What a roll. 2 blanks and an eyeball versus 2 blanks and that. Mark will be first player. So to some extent, I don't know. I don't know if that benefits you, Mark. I don't think that benefits Mark.
Yeah. K2SO trigger, passing over that calculate over to Wedge, just prepping him for the possible engagement with Kylo.
Ooh, we're going to get a decloak there. Look at that. I like that. That's spicy. I like it. That makes him so much more crazy.
I think a 5 straight. I call a 5 straight here for Kylo easy with that maneuver. Yeah.
Yep, because Wedge 1 banking puts him behind that rock.
Ooh, a 3 bank. Oh, I don't know.
Well, he's gonna stop rotate next turn. That's what he'll do.
Yeah, but you want that gun though, right, to point towards the enemy.
I think he thinks like what we were saying. I think he thinks Ember is gonna come around that rock.
Okay. And he does do the Perceptive Co-Pilot focus to pass it off over to Shara there, just getting that mod and foregoing the cargo.
Yep. And I bet you we're going to see...
Hondo trigger. All right, let's see.
All right, so he
jams static.
Yep. That's nice of him to do that. And we're going to get it coordinate to Kylo. Oh, we're going to get a barrel roll coordinate? Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, yeah.
What does Kylo have on him? He has pattern analyzer. I don't think he's going to use that though.
No, not this turn.
All right, that's cool. That throws a little bit of a kink in the works, I think there.
I still think the 5 straight is coming with that. I still think so.
You still think of 5 straight? I was thinking a 3 bank.
Ooh, the hard 3. Okay.
Yep. So you were right.
Getting right into the nitty gritty here. I would take. You got an ion cannon. Yeah, take the focus here because
Take
you're
the
gonna shoot
focus.
first. You're gonna have first shot on everybody here, so take that focus.
Yep. Because and here's here. Think about it. If you ionize, no.
Oh,
All right. That's
you
fine.
know what?
That's fine. I
He's probably gonna
guess.
get the calculate from Terex. That's what
Yep.
he's gonna do. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. You're right. But think of it this way: once the ship is ionized, so he's going into Shara, I guess. So
Yeah.
hopefully, Shara doesn't do a 3 forward and bump. Okay, so we don't get going around the edge. See, this is gonna be tricky because you got Malorus coming in, and I'm betting you Malorus is 2 banking or 3 banking.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't see Malorus doing the hard. But do you put Ember closer? I don't know. That's a tough one. But here's so
Opting not to do the additional stuff. Oh, we get a bump. Oh no. Oh,
No target
let's
lock
see.
for you. It's an
Ah,
eyeball at least, but
you know what? She can still use the ability to still convert the focuses into it. So not the end of the world. At least it didn't take a wow, hard one from Kylo. Completely not what I was expecting. We'll see what he does here. Definitely don't grab the salvage.
yeah,
don't
don't go grab the crate. Nope. Ugh.
Yeah, taking the evade here. Definitely the.
He should.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can't jam. I know you can't jam, and then I know.
All right, so we'll see. Oh, actually, I think that was a misplay because they forgot to move Shara and Dutch. He just got a little excited there to move
Malorus.
Oh,
okay.
That's some really fancy flying, man.
that's going to be a very, very upset Ember, I think, unless he just goes into Malorus, which I wouldn't do.
So he has.
Who's the black hand?
Shara, that's fine. Shara will be taking all 3 shots, or is in all 3 arcs there.
Yep, and so this is big because if Shara target locks here, that ion cannon is going to go off beforehand. Yep, so they're going to do it. Okay, so Static has to shoot the ion cannon as Shara first. No questions asked. And this sucks because Dutch is going to come in and that's going to suck. Dutch is going to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you definitely want to have Shara break all those locks once getting ioned, and to reduce her effectiveness, and just hope that you land a full string onto Shara to get both ion tokens on there.
And concussion missiles is whatever. That's not big deal.
Honestly, I would have locked Ember first and given the lock over to Benthic, and then take the second lock onto Malorus.
Yep, that's a good idea. Whew. Man. Yeah, that's definitely some fancy flying there.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe that thing fit. I cannot believe that one.
Yeah,
fit.
that is some tight flying there, man. Jeez.
I don't know why he's. So did he change his mind? Oh, he has R3, dude. He can target both of them. Medium base does not always fit Prim.
And looks like he's going to get Benthic the free lock there.
Well, Ember, we loved you, but I don't feel you're going to live this round.
Wedge, conservative 1 straight. I think he does not have Kylo in arc. It's going to be close, though. If it is, it's going to be an obstructed shot.
See, and you were right. He should 100% have gone. Now that time, Yeah, he didn't even need to do the 5 straight if he didn't want to, but he could have at least done a 3 straight boost jam to him or something,
Yeah.
or target locked him. Oof. Oh well.
Yeah, if I'm wedge here, I just grab a lock and set it up for the next turn. Oh, I would have popped the range bubble first just to make sure. Because if I have Terex at range 3, I would take that shot.
Oh yeah, throw the proton right into Terex. Or
Get a Terex trigger here.
you mean Haas? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he is. He's just going straight on violence. He's saying, "All right, here you go. Here you can have this for your ion."
Oh, and a Malorus trigger here. Making sure
Yeah.
you're getting that get that ability off. No reason not to.
Yep. Do it, baby. You do not want to die either. Oh, that's sad. He can't shoot anything.
I was gonna say having the cluster missile shot here would have been really great for Malorus, but yeah. Oh, he has both. He has Kylo and
He does have Kylo
and Hask.
Oh, he could have. He could have protoned one of them. What is it? What action did he take?
He took a target lock onto to Kylo.
Okay. So do you think we'll see the proton through the rock then? Probably not.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, because it looks like they're talking about the amount of dice.
Okay.
Yep. He just flipped the charge for the proton, so we're going to see that obstructed shot going into Kylo. Now, no trick shot here, so it's just going to be 4 dice proton into Kylo.
Yep. But Kylo will get the extra dice if he spends that mod.
He has Tristan, I think. Yep. Choosing to spend the lock.
Just for the one? Okay. Yeah, okay, so there you go. He's telling him if you spend your calculate, man, I get an extra green dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to. Yep.
Oh, yep.
I don't. How does he do that?
He spent the calculate and then changed the proton crit.
I know, but he still has to calculate by him.
I know he's just checking his ability here.
All right, so then he should get
so he's
more.
getting. Yeah, I misread Tristan's ability, so it allows it a ship to change a hit into a crit.
Oh my god!
Out.
So okay, hold on. He should have one more dice though, right? Because he doesn't have.
So remember, wedge removes 1, so he would normally 2. The obstruction would add a 3rd die, and then
That's right.
The calculate loss would have added a 4th die, but -1. That's 3 dice.
Ugh,
So
and it's a whole breach too.
Oof. Good torp, man. And getting a front arc shot back into wedge, just a 2-on-3 here. Or 2-on-4, rather. Yeah, just spend the force.
Spend your force. One hit. That feels pretty bad.
Now, what he did...
No problem.
Yeah. Nice. All right, hoping to get some blood here.
All right, so we get Malorus first.
And only gets 2. Shara taking 2. And
man, that Tristan Wren.
It looks like he's going to get he's going for the ion cannon. All right, here we go. He's hoping for the full string here.
Yeah, he 100% needs to break these locks.
Oh, he might get it.
Oh my gosh.
He's got to spend that lock though on all 4, honestly.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay.
Go for all of them. Go for all of them.
Yes, like the probability is high. Okay.
Oh
no!
No! No,
Oh,
no.
oh.
Spend the lock or spend the calculate anyway. Just do it. Just do it.
Ugh. That's a very sad
That's fine.
ion. Usually those ions hit.
Hey, damage is damage, but yeah, it's
No.
you're hoping to get more.
Yep. No. Bye bye, Amber.
Yeah. So Ember taking the shot here now onto Shara.
I mean, if you're Ember, do you just spend your focus if you get all eyeballs and just say, screw it, I know I'm gonna die. Ugh,
Yeah.
range 2 as well.
All right, yeah, here we go. Range 2 onto the arc. 2.
That's not bad.
2. And
He ain't spending
choosing to retain it. Yep.
Yeah. It's an arc. They don't spend their focuses on defense unless they have 1 health left.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And then Gideon has gear to go into wedge. And nothing.
Nothing.
Man, that's some bad dice here for Mark.
Yeah.
Just
Mark
unfortunate.
can't roll green dice. Mark can't roll red dice.
All right. So here comes the pain. So it looks like Shara into Malorus here.
Okay. All right.
He's got the lock and he's got the focus. So let's see. Oh my gosh. He's going to spend the lock and the focus for the 5th hit.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
That is awful.
Malorus
all right. Hopefully all paint.
And gets
and
it.
Gets it. He gets it. So hit crit, right? All right. So he is taking a crit. But oh my gosh, I've never seen Shara in that do that ever in my life. All right, what is it?
Damage
JJ?
engine.
Okay, not good, but not the end of the world.
Yeah.
It just means he's banking next turn.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get a concussion shot here from Dutch. And I believe it's going to be into Malorus. Yep, it's going right into Malorus here.
He just wants to take Malorus off the table.
Then that lock. Now the drawback to this is that if it hits, he has to flip one of the crits, one of the cards on Shara. Only gets 1 though. And
oh
Shara
my
evades.
gosh! Oh my gosh!
Malorus.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, Benthic. Let's see what he's got.
Okay,
Range
so
to Ember.
So Ember's not gonna die. Ember's not dying now. I would have thought you would have gone into Ember, but I guess not.
Yeah, spend that focus.
And 5 dice for Ember. You need some paint, Mark.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Still takes 1.
That's normal though. That one's okay, I guess.
Oh, he rolled too many dice. He thought it was obstructed. So he will get to reroll here.
All right. Well, that might be beneficial for him.
Yeah, we'll see. Nope.
No!
Oh, man.
Oh, shields down.
Shields down. Oh, my gosh.
Mark.
Poor Mark. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, that was definitely a strong start there for Josh, getting the better of the rolls there on offense, and he has a pretty good position here to continue to punish here. Now the TIE Fighter is a little more maneuverable than the Y-Wings and the ARC 170. So we'll see. I do believe initiative here is going to matter a lot, because if he can put Ember in a good position to make sure that he can block the 4K from Shara, that he's going to be in a good spot, because Shara can easily get a focus and a target lock before moving from Dutch and from Benthic.
Okay, so
he easily fit that.
Does Shara have a Talon roll at all, like a 3 Talon? I guess I could just look. I
No.
could just hit the
It
stupid
has
thing.
it has a 4K and then the 3 hearts on the left. No talent roll.
Okay. If I'm Shara, I'm one forwarding.
I don't know. I think you risk the 4K no matter what.
Nope.
Honestly.
I think you one forward, and then, well, I guess she is almost dead. I don't know. No, she's not. I don't know. I think you one forward and then 4K your next turn.
Yeah. And we're gonna easily see a rotate here out of Benthic. 2 tubes.
Yeah, you're right. Shara can turn left. Shara can turn left if she wants. My assumption is they want to keep these 4 ships in arc to kill and murder. So I'm assuming Bentic is gonna do, a stop rotate. I don't know what Dutch does. Well, maybe you have to do
Dutch,
the 4K, right, so that you can just go one straight
yeah.
with Dutch.
Honestly, with Dutch, you just do a 1 bank to the left. You get in a prime position to either shoot forward towards those ties, and you have your ion cannon to the right to continue to punish Ember if it comes that way. So just basically covering like a 180 by going left. I think that's a better idea there. For Terex, though, I mean, you got to expect the sorry, yeah, for Gideon, you got to expect the 1 straight from Wedge here. So do you go fast to try to get like a bigger shot onto Wedge?
No, I think you want to bait Wedge is what you want to do.
Okay.
You want to bait Wedge into throwing that last proton torpedo at him. To be honest with you, if I'm Wedge, I'm 2 harding or 3 harding to the right. And just saying, screw it, I'm going to go after one of those FOs. But because that would be an unprecedented thing. And I think you would catch Kylo off guard. Because I'm guessing Kylo's going to come in. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I play weird. So there you go. Like, I don't play Rebel. So, but I think of weird, crazy. This is what I would do. I would do something really weird with Wedge, especially because I think you're right. I think Gideon's going to come in hard. And I think Kylo comes in somewhat hard, hoping for a block.
Yeah.
And if you 3 hard, you just run away.
Yeah, I think that to get some traction back here, you need Kylo to come in aggressive, come in hot. I think a 3 bank would put him just outside of range 1, so you can boost and then jam into Wedge, and then just have Terex move up at least the 3 straight to block the K turn from Wedge. And then just hope that your static can come in and help punish Wedge off the side and kind of disengage from that fur ball that's there.
Yeah. I really do think Josh has a really good setup here. Even if you get the block on Shara, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think the block, that's why I just don't like the 4K there. Because you get that block and Shara's screwed and out of the fight. Done. She's done.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she did her job. I get it, but she's kind of done. That's why I think the 1 forward, because then you could still 4K the next turn. You could do a 2 hard. Does the 2 hard clear there, and just go in on Gideon? I don't know. Gideon's such a worthless target to go in on, I guess.
Yeah, at this point here right now, yeah, I think that Gideon you just save for last, because he's, unless you have somebody who's damaged already, Gideon is only going to be rolling 2 dice. So yeah, I think that right now you try to take out the threat, which is Kylo, and then worry about Gideon later.
All right, good. We got dial set. So many damn target locks on Rock.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think if you're Gideon, you 3 bank here or 2 bank in, and go for a Hondo.
Yeah.
You think if you one forward, yeah, okay, that's if you don't bump though.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
I think if Ember comes in for the block and you bump with him, then you can still 4K.
Yeah.
You're right. It will not work if Ember disengages though. But I think Ember comes in here to block the 4K.
Yeah.
All right. So K2 SOing Dutch makes sense. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't finish my thought the first time. That was why. So yes, no,
Yeah.
you definitely do not one forward and then 4K because you go off the board, but you do if you block.
Yeah. All right, we got a full stop and probably a rotate here. Yep. Good spot
Yep.
for there.
And you're right, a too hard would probably be safe. And I don't see that as a problem either, technically.
Oh, yep. Guess the one straight there. Now, Charbet has a focus or target lock onto Ember already. So, actually, Dutch is probably going to give another target lock here over to Shara.
Yeah, just target lock Mal there. As you know here, here's where that 4K would have been beneficial. But in fairness, you never know if you're going first. So,
yeah.
And really here it sets him up for 2-turn turnaround Jara.
Yeah. All right, so giving Shara looks like a target lock onto Static.
No. Yes. No.
And then now Dutch taking the second lock onto Malorez. Okay, so that's a misplay there because it only works on the first one. So stand by. Let me.
All right. Oh, we get a churn away. We get a churn away with Ember. All right, so that's pretty good actually because Ember can now boost right around that rock. Not have to actually deal with any of them. So I don't dislike that play either, especially with the FO player with Mark. I think that is kind of somewhat of a benefit. You're lucky though that he didn't do that 4K.
All right.
Is he gonna put the lock back?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He didn't yet. So.
All right. So we get a turn away from Ember here. And going looks like reaching for the boost.
Yes, take your strain, get a boost. I think he did it backwards, but
I think you do the target lock first for the strain and then boost for the action.
Yep. I mean, we all know what it is. There's no reason not to boost here. Just boost. You're in clear.
I wouldn't even consider a deplete here either, but is that
I wouldn't. Yeah, just take the strain.
No, he took a deplete. That is a deplete.
Okay. I mean, I guess technically you're gonna be range 1. No, you're range 2 there.
I think he's just afraid of the shot from the ion cannon there. So, and Static going to go help engage Wedge over there.
Dutch doesn't have an ion cannon. Dutch has a dorsal turret.
Oh yeah, you're right, dorsal.
So if it reaches, it's through a rock.
Ooh, I don't know if that move blocks off the 4K from Wedge. I think Wedge still has a space there for a 4K. And it looks like we're getting a Hondo coordinate here. And sets up the static shock here for
Love
this
it.
one.
I love it.
That's going to be 3 crits into Wedge there.
Why did he do that just to block the 4K? Is that what you're doing?
Barrel jam. Do you think?
I don't know. You're gonna get the. It depends if you're gonna block the 4K. I don't think Wedge does a 4K personally, though.
Yeah, of a one straight I see easy from Wedge.
Yeah, I would have banked in with Kylo and just it met him range 1 block because now the boost doesn't do any good. He doesn't have the Daredevil, does he? Nope.
No, I
I
think.
guess you could attempt the barrel roll, but you're gonna put yourself at range 1 if you fuck up, though.
Yeah, I think you need a jam on Wedge, no matter what here, just to get rid of a mod. That's what you need right now. Anything to reduce the potential shot from Wedge is everything to keep Kylo alive right now, because you're going to give yourself a green die. You're going to give yourself at least 2 agility against his thing, and you're if he does a straight, he's going to be outside of that bullseye, so no crack shot from Wedge. So you need that jam.
Yeah, and you're right, Deslin. If we had extreme maneuvers here, it would be a lot less worrisome there. Yep, see the barrel fails.
Oh, failed. Oh, tough break. Dang. All right, let's see what Malorus does. 2 straight, gets out of the range of Dutch. Will still have a shot onto Wedge here, possibly with the 1 straight.
Yes.
And moves the lock over to Wedge. All right.
At least we'll see a Terex, or Terex will use his last charge. Give it to Kylo.
He did the bank. He got him. He got him. Oh my gosh. He got him.
That's surprising. I would not have. Yep. Why didn't he bank the other way?
Oh, I don't know. Oh wow. So so Kylo has a chance here to survive here. He's Well, actually no, he's not going to have the 3rd die because Wedge can't spend that focus.
Oh man. That definitely that's a feel bad for Wedge. You know?
Yeah.
That's weird.
All
I
right.
would have done the 1 forward.
So Terex giving the calculate to himself, and now we're going to get Cyborg Terex.
Cyborg!
Unlimited power!
I love me some Terex.
All right, here we go. 3 on 2, range 0.
Watch. His dice have been insane. All right, nothing.
Safe.
Don't roll. You're gonna give up your good roll. No, I didn't want to know you blanked out and died.
All right, here we go. Probably out of arc here for Malorus, definitely. Yeah. Kylo can either take the ring 0 onto Wedge or the shot onto to Dutch, and it's unobstructed. I still think you go to Wedge.
Yeah, I think you go to Wedge.
Absolutely go to Wedge.
You go to Wedge to strip the token.
Although he does have instinctive aim.
Yeah, but what is it? You're going to shoot... I guess it's a concussion.
So,
asshole.
Yeah, it's a concussion because you could flip a card onto Shara Bay, who's range 1 right now.
All right. Yep, I see that.
Yep, he's going for it.
Yep, I can see that.
Spend 2...
Spend all your force.
Yep, spend both. Yep. And uses Malice for the crit. And gets it. So we'll see what that flip concussion is. Oh, and he drops a crate. He drops a crate too. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right. Give it. You're giving it to Malorus now. No, don't put it there.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Well, yeah, he's gonna have I don't know. I don't know.
It's all right.
I think the crates are inconsequential at this point. Did he flip the shower crit or not?
No, not yet. I'm gonna ping it here.
Because that could be a deal breaker.
All right, here we go. And it is a fuel leak onto Sharabe.
Whew. Not anything she cares about right now.
All right, looks like he's going to Malorus here, out the back. And should have just one. Yep. Malorus A-OK with the ability. And we're going to get a dorsal turret attack here. It looks like onto Ember. It is obstructed.
Love you.
It is obstructed though, right?
Yeah, definitely obstructed.
Oof.
Just gets one.
Do not blink out, Ember. Do not blink out. Please don't blink out.
Oh.
And he blinks out. Oh my god. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's a direct hit. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for Mark, man.
All right, I'm gonna stop calling it, I guess, because like,
Yeah, man.
I feel bad now. Like that's some bad luck there.
Yeah, I know. He will still get a shot off though, because it is initiative 4.
But it's a depleted shot. It's a depleted shot now.
That's true.
Oh.
Range 1, 3 dice to 1.
And now it's inconsequential. What do you care about? What do you even care about? You know, like him.
He does have a lock.
Love you too.
All right, so full string, 3 hits.
All right.
And gets the 1 evade.
Little bit of damage into Benthic.
All right, so this is the shot here that we want. Like he needs some big damage here into Wedge here. You definitely want to strip the token and the shields here, and then hope for the triple. You want the triple crits to do some big damage onto Wedge. Pretty good. Spend that focus.
Yep. There you go. All right.
And Wedge rolls double evades. My gosh. All right. And then the next shot, hopefully, is range 1.
Yeah, it is.
He doesn't even have to roll. He just spends everything and just gets 3 crits. No, go for the don't think about Ion. Just go for all 3 crits.
What?
Yep.
Does he?
All right,
is he just rolling for effect?
He's yeah. Because you could potentially roll all hits. So so you just spend both your focus and your target lock, and you make it all 3 crits. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so just in case he magically got all crits.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and does Wedge get to roll?
Yes.
Are we going to see a roll, Wedge? We're going to get 1.
So shield and a crit. So we'll see what the crit is.
Will there be some justice?
Damage sensor array. So no target locks for Wedge, which is good, right? You can't take any more target locks for the time being here.
Nah, your Wedge, you're just running away now. Oof.
You definitely go after Malorus here. Yeah.
So Malorus did flip his charge, so and 1. Oh, does he have a target lock? He has a target lock. Don't worry.
Still only 1.
And we only got 1. All right, Malorus.
Get some turnabout here. All right.
There we go.
All right.
per charge.
So no cargo for Josh here, and looks like just 1 point for objectives here for Mark. So bringing him up to 3 points.
So
Oof.
this is not the end of the world. You cannot lose Malorus though.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tough now that Malorus lost all the charges. But yeah, no, you cannot lose Malorus here. You absolutely need that I5 to punch and kill something. Although Shara right now is free to turn in without any consequences and basically take shots to finish off either Kylo if he comes in that way or start working onto Gideon Hask.
That's the first time Mark rolled two evades at one time. Yeah, that's probably true. I can't believe a 4 dice Ember blanked out. Like I just that's just befuddling to me.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, the risk is still that you take you took the target lock instead of the focus. So,
yeah.
You went for aggression. It did not pay off.
So positioning here, right? It's going to be a little tricky here because you don't have the greatest amount of space here to keep pursuing the first order if you're the rebels. Benthic could probably clear Dutch with a one bank possibly. And then both Dutch and Shara have it easy. Just turn to still keep pursuit onto the first order over there. Wedge, however, he's not going to be getting any shots here. He's going to have to get rid of that stress to turn around, and he's probably going to get pursued here by Static and Malorus.
And see, if I'm Malorus, I turn in on Saw, right?
Benthic?
From Benthic, yep.
Would you risk though of a possible 4 dice shot? Because you have no more of your ability now.
But if Benthic 1 banks and you 3 hard, you barrel roll to the left all the way out. To the right, out of arc. And you're fine. Or you bump and it's inconsequential.
Okay. Now, just a reminder for everybody joining us tonight, if you're going to be in the Orlando, Florida area, we will have our Planning Phase Syndicate Showdown, our first ever. It's going to be an in-person 20 here in Central Florida. And so if you are in the area on July 9th, come and join us. We're going to have an awesome tournament over there. We're going to have a lot of great prizes. We'll be raffling off a Rogue Class Starfighter as well as the Z95 expansion, the new one that came out for the Republic, as well as a pool for $100 store credit there. We'll have Gold Squadron Podcast. Dion himself will be there streaming the event live. So if you're going to be in that area, come and join us. We'd love to have you with us and have fun. Yeah, I'm expecting you, Pen. I'm waiting to see you there, man.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Wild Turkey Long Branch Whiskey. I've never had it before, but I'm trying it tonight.
How is it?
It's actually pretty good.
Nice.
The first sip was a little rough, but after that, it's got a nice mesquite flavor to it. I don't know. I didn't get to drink at all yesterday because yesterday I had to get up at 5:30 to shower to get to Lowell and pick a coworker up to meet a bunch of other coworkers to ride in 100-degree heat to Detroit.
Oof. That sucks.
And then work all day, do a bunch of tours, and then come back. And I didn't get home till 8 o'clock.
Hey, but you know what is exciting? Adepticon next year will be the world's championship for X-Wing. And
I know.
I know.
I already looked at hotels. We already are looking at hotels. It's not even a question. I don't care. I don't care. Like, it's not even a question at this point. Like, I already called. I text my boss. my boss is off on vacation. I already texted him, said, "Hey, I need this week off." Whoo! Look, he's rolling natties, even with just the round counters.
All right, so got a K2SO trigger on Dutch, giving him the calculate.
That's probably because we're going to see Dutch
gets the
rotate.
calculate.
Ah, I bet he wanted that jam.
Yeah.
I want the jam for him. I wonder if we see a stop. Do we see a stop?
Oh, gets the bump onto Dutch. So he will.
Hey, I bet that 3 hard from Malorus looks real good right now.
So it looks like the initial bump would have been actually Malorus. So he does get the red focus here.
And he's not going to pass off the other focus, huh?
No, he's just debating who's going to pass it out to. So it looks like he can only pass it to Shara because it has to be arranged 1 to 2. All right.
I don't think that bothers Shara, though. I think Shara likes it.
And repairs the fuel leak on Shara Bay there.
Definitely a necessity. The roll was for Terex.
Yeah.
Agent Terex. Once Agent Terex is flipped, you got to roll to see if you jam or calculate.
Grab and calculate. Yep.
And you really want the jam. Like, I'll be honest, like every time I want the jam. You know it's a dirty play right here? You can 2-bank to the right with Gideon, bump Kylo, and still get your focus stress if you want. Yeah, he is really jammed up there, isn't he?
Yeah. So, okay, it looks like he reached downtown. Okay, yeah, so the Dutch target lock went onto Kylo first, and then Benthic got the target lock from Dutch's ability, and then it looks like he left the second lock onto Malorus from Dutch. Hard one from Static. Looks like he's considering and he takes the salvage token there.
Yeah, I think he needs the points, and nobody's got him locked. So,
yeah, and considering that Josh has no salvage currently right now, I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Start mitigating the loss of points that you have.
All right, there you go. All right, I assume we're gonna get a Hondo.
Yeah.
Do you jam Kylo? Right? Do you jam Kylo so that Kylo gets that jam for the extra token?
No, because you're down to only 1 force right now, so Kylo's gonna need his tokens. He's gonna potentially get shots on him from Benthic. So you just don't want to leave that to chance right now. You want to protect your Kylo, protect your points.
All right, fair enough. He's debating Hondo, is my guess.
Yeah. Oh, yep. So he did Hondo to coordinate the whole breach repair, and now he's going to jam Static, which makes sense. Static has no tokens on him. And yep, puts it on static. Okay. Hard 2 from Malorus there. Yep, keeping pursuit onto him.
He clears that stress, doesn't he?
Yeah, he should.
And he should have taken an action. Oh, it's damaged engine. Never mind. It does not.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
white.
right. It doesn't clear it. That's right.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, Kylo.
I think you boost focus here. Or
Yep.
sorry, you focus. I think you just focus here. Oh, going for the boost and jam.
Yeah, because that gets you out of
I would jam the lock off of Dutch.
Yeah. Don't jam a calculate. Nobody cares. Did Dutch not move?
And he jams himself for this one. Okay.
Did Dutch not move?
Yeah, Dutch did move. He did a 1 bank. He just didn't remove the stress off of it.
Yeah, I don't think that stress is supposed to be there. All right. There we go.
All right. So do you grab an objective or do you token up here?
You grab an objective.
Actually, you can't grab it because you got damage sensor array.
Oh. All right. Then you fix damage sensor array. That's what you're doing. I forgot he had that. Actually, I don't have that on the over. No, I do have that on overlay.
All right. So it looks like going to shots now.
So did he fix the card? I can't see.
Nope.
Much.
He went to he took a focus on Wedge.
Okay.
Defense. So range 3 shot from Malorus over to Wedge. All right. So hit crit from Malorus going into Wedge here.
That's because Malorus is pissed. Oh no!
Oh.
Is it a direct hit? Is it a direct hit?
We'll see. The crit is blind. Oh, wounded pilot.
Oh man, no.
That is a very very limped Wedge there now.
And Wedge isn't stressed either.
So range 2 bullseye shot here from Kylo, and he can malice here. All right, he's hoping for the pilot crit here to regen some force.
And he's spending the focus. All right.
Let's see what the crits is. Really glad he fixed that fuel leak there.
Yeah. And what's the crit?
Wounded pilot. He gets 2 force back from Malice.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right. So that's good. That's good for him. That's a crappy crit to get, but that is definitely good for him. He's going to need it.
All right. So the Rebels have initiative here. So the I-Force will get shots first. No shot for Shara, but we will get a Dutch shot here. And looks like this is going to be a range 1 primary into Kylo here. Spends the lock.
Wait, is the lock?
Yep. And just spends the calculate for 2. And Kylo's fine.
No problem. Yeah, Kylo says, "Thank you, sir. It finally paid off."
Oof.
This is the first time. First time it's paid off.
This is where Josh is wishing that that Wedge could have finished off Kylo there.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking a look, and he's I think you go to Kylo here if you got that target lock on him. Honestly, yeah.
Don't hover over it. I can see your hand. Yeah, I agree with you. I think you go to Kylo, but I mean,
It
you have
goes
fire.
it goes to Malaris.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Why? Why go to Malaris? He's not worth as much.
Spends the focus, gets 2.
Oh
And gets
no!
1 more. 1 more.
Ugh.
All right, so we get 2 objective points here scored by Mark here, and he's closing that gap.
Yep, that puts him at 5-6.
Yep. Now this is the last turn here. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Wedge just doesn't have he doesn't have much to go right now. He's 1 hit away from being dead there. Same thing with Sharabe, but at the same time, Malaris is limping, and Kylo is a bad roll away from dying as well. So this could be huge here if Mark can hang on here and get those objectives. He can squeak by.
Did you know Malaris is a bird? A bird?
No, I did not know that. I always thought that she was a female human.
In the show, she is. But
Yes.
I feel
All
like
right, so
tonight we should talk spoilers. I just really feel like it.
yeah, we could absolutely. I mean, I think we should have enough time for spoiler cast. Yeah, why not?
Like it just feels like we could do a spoiler cast.
Yeah. So, do you send both Static and Malaris after Wedge?
Yes. I think so. Well, I don't know. You got Gideon coming in there. Technically, Gideon can do what, a 2 hard.
2? Yeah.
I think the problem becomes is I think Wedge goes to the right. I don't know. I have a bad feeling that you have to do. So I have a feeling you take Static and move Static to
Rebank
the yep,
or harder one, right?
yep, hard 1, and then either target lock or barrel roll. And I think you put Malaris in the center and Gideon on the right or on the left of him. And I think you have to if you want to kill Gideon or kill Wedge, because Gideon's either going to do a 3 hard to the left, right, and barrel roll to get out of range, or Wedge is going to go to the right and try to run.
Right. For Kylo, do you do the sloop, the 3 sloop here to get right behind Char?
Yeah, probably, because that's probably where your points are. Really,
Yeah.
you're going into Saws or Bentic is kind of silly at this point in the game. I think you have to do either a sloop or a K-churn.
Now, I think Dutch here is in a prime spot to punish the chase
So,
onto
hold on,
Wedge
you
here.
don't. Oh, but his arc's pointed forward, so yeah, you have to. Oh, that sucks so bad.
Yeah, for Kylo with Pattern Analyzer, you have at least a reposition, so you can at least save as long as you have the. Oh, actually, you know what? You don't even need to sloop because you have instinctive aim, and you just need to like focus rotate, and as long as you have that arc pointed backwards, you can shoot the concussion missile out the back arc.
Yes,
And
that's what I was thinking.
Shara. So yeah.
Yep.
Good point.
Because if you could rotate that arc, everything changes.
Yeah.
Because with pattern, you can't do a linked action, right? It's just the one action.
Yeah.
Yep, you could do a sloop and lock too.
Now,
Where do you think
do you
Shara goes? Do you think Shara goes forward? Do you think Shara 4Ks? Do you think Shara
I
4Ks? I think Shara 4Ks.
I think that if you can bet on, I think that doing the 4K is a good idea because that gets you far enough if Kylo decides to do like a more aggressive maneuver to like kind of get behind it.
Okay.
Just giving yourself the distance would be good.
Think about it this way: 4K for Shara. Your Kylo. Kylo does a 2 hard or a 2 bank. And then if Shara does the maneuver behind him, it's inconsequential because you rotate target lock or rotate focus, right?
Yeah.
And if Shara does the 4K, you're just right there, and you can,
Yeah.
you can just
Because
then you could
here, I think
focus
here
boost.
for Josh's like a win objectives here, he definitely needs to kill Matalis, right? He needs that points up, and I think that's going to be easier target for him. So having Benthic and Shara potentially turn in to possibly get a shot onto Malaris and probably get that shot off. But at the same time, you want to keep your points. You don't want to give your points away from Shara. So I don't know. It's a really tough call there to really try to get an effective lead here. The other part that he has to worry about too is the cargo points that Mark has currently right now. He doesn't want to give up the crates on static, so that could potentially come from a shot from Dutch or Benthic as well. So it's just really tight. I think that the greater pressure is going to be on Josh here to try to get those points off of Malaris and potentially Static as well, and just hope that you kill one of those ships and take out that cargo.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think Wedge is a 3 bank.
Now, do you YOLO with Wedge here? Do a Talon and maybe try to get a shut off before you die? Or do you play defensively
You
and
play
close
defensively. You have to
Okay.
play defensively. You have to keep Wedge is 6 points. That's a
Okay.
huge swing. Even if you would have to get Malaris and Kylo to make up for that swing of just Wedge. Because that puts him at 11, and then you would have to get 8, which would put you at 14, which would make it win. So I guess
Yeah.
you could just take Kylo out. You could just take Kylo out and tie, but
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, big round here. Yeah, so many.
hey, did Dutch count his point? I didn't know Dutch had a crate.
No, he didn't. He just forgot to take off that cargo token. That was the one that's dumped over by Benthic.
Okay. All right. I feel better then. Because I was like, I don't remember. Like, we didn't count that. If you're Malaris, do you too hard right there?
Honestly, I
man.
think a 2 bank to the left is where you go with Malaris.
Yeah, because then you can clear your stress. And if you die, you die, I guess. At least you get one shot off.
Yeah.
She'll get a shot. She'll get a shot.
Mark getting first player here. So that's actually huge. So we're getting a K2SO trigger here first. All right. Giving that calculate over to Dutch here for K2SO. And then here comes the Terex roll. A jam would be great. Oh, he gets the jam. Dude, this is where you jam Wedge. You just turn and jam Wedge. That's all you got to do. and a bomblet drop from Dutch. I guess just to possibly threaten Kylo Ren.
Kylo. Yeah. Who did he jam?
So he gets a gem token onto Gideon, and then as an action, he can pass it to ship at range 1 to 3. Now we get the Perceptive Co-Pilot focus, and he's considering who he's going to pass the focus to. Probably Wedge. Pass that to Wedge. Oh wait, no, its ability is range 1 and 2. Okay, so yeah, pass it on to Dutch. Yeah, Wedge is still alive. He has 1 hole left.
Static turning in.
Probably
That's an interesting call.
He's probably trying to stop the lock from Dutch. And he's reaching for the jam. And
you jam Wedge.
He's
and let
jamming Benthic. He jams Benthic. That makes sense. He's playing defensively here to make sure that that Benthic does not have a double modest shot onto Malorus. Benthic still looks like he has a lock though onto Malorus there.
No, I think Malorus has a lock from Dutch.
Oh, we did a. Yep, he jumped the gun there.
Well, we know what he's doing.
Oh, Shara gets the hard 2 bump. Dutch. And all right. He could take a red focus if he wanted to still, because the token pass wasn't an action.
I mean, you might as well, right? Or not.
Yep, takes the evade there. Kylo does the sloop. He has the bullseye. He has pattern analyzer. What do you think? A boost here? Just go straight for the.
Yep. Either boost jam, boost focus.
No, he'll only be able to do one because he'll take the stress.
Oh, that's.
Oh, right. No, actually no. It's a link, so on pattern analyzer. So yeah, he jams it. Yeah, he can do that, and then now takes the stress. That's right. I forgot that it's like Num.
Okay.
All right, and then he takes the bomb onto Benthic. Oh, he went aggressive.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I would have done that.
I think he's just trying to guarantee he gets Malorus. All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Double crits.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That's on Benthic, though.
Oh,
right?
it's a bomber, though. It just does damage. Just does like regular damage. So,
okay.
But still.
Why is Shara triggering?
No, he's trying to shoot the other one. I don't think he's able to turn off the. Oh my gosh, Wedge just blanks out. All right, Malorus trying to go for the kill here. Getting a cluster missile shot onto Wedge.
Bend your target lock. Get 2 paint. Nope, 1 paint. And Wedge dies.
Is gone. Oh man.
See a Wedge.
All right, so Josh needs some big paint here. Oh my gosh, Kylo. He makes up for all those things.
Shara.
Oh man, what a huge swing.
Yep. Oh.
Wow. And that's an initiative kill, Chara Bay. Oh, wow. Static taking a range 0 onto Dutch. Rolls a hit. And spends a calc. He's okay. Getting a concussion now from Dutch to Malorus. He's double modded here, so let's see how he does. Spend the lock.
Yep.
And focus for 3.
Yep.
And
Malorus just lives. He says, "Screw you, screw you," and the horse you rode in on.
Wow. So that variance there for Marcus is swinging back in his favor here. So you get a range 3 shot here. No mods for either. Oh. Well, good game, guys.
So then we get the scenario points. So we get 2 more, right? So that puts him up at 18 to 6. And so if he had not lost Wedge, that would have been 12, right? So he would have been 12 to 6. He still would have had to take out Kylo and Malorus to win. Good game. Good game. JJ?
Yeah, that was definitely a really great game. I think that both players did very, very well. They fought it out very well, and in the end, Mark was able to slug it out and get that win there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the big thing is like that last shard swung everything, right? You know, like that's 5 and 6, that's 11 points, right? So love me some Kyber.
And I think that Wedge not getting off that crack shot as well, to like possibly like kill Kylo, like take away and evade. I think that was a huge thing. Just not being able to finish off Kylo early. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. And I think that's one of the big things. Like when that happens, Kylo not dying means Kylo can do Kylo things. So because if Kylo had died, they would have had another 6 points. And you definitely would not have lost Shara. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. JJ, did you want to do a spoiler cast, or do you want to wait till Sunday and see if Charles is in?
It's 10:46. Yeah, let's wait for Sunday.
Okay. Awesome. So thank you all for joining us. It was a pleasure to entertain. I don't think we have any more Kyber stuff coming up. Do we? Like, they're not going to do pairings again this week, are they?
I don't know. It'll be up to Scott, but if it is, we'll definitely catch a game and we'll stream it for you guys.
Cool. With that being said, thank you all for joining us. We will be back 9 p.m. Eastern next week to talk the results of the GSP tournament, which I believe you're playing in, aren't you, JJ?
No, I will be at Charles's house that day, so I will not be participating.
Oh, you aren't? I thought you were going to play in it. Okay.
Nah.
Maybe you should go to Charles's house and play in it at Charles's house.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Like, you guys can set up the webcams. I'll do commentary in the background. Like, I won't commentate on the games. I'll just commentate on your actions and you sitting there.
I mean, to be fair, we can probably set up an in-person tourney at Charles's place.
That's true.
And have you commentate on it. So yeah.
Anyway, so either way, make sure you tune into GSP. We will be covering GSP's tournament on Sunday. We will also be covering the 3-1-2 squadrons results and kind of analyzing them in the same method that we did last week. With that being said, thank you all. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week, Sunday, or this week, Sunday, whatever. I don't know whether you call it a new week or not, but we'll see you Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, Dice.